Hi Scorpio, this is Just with your March mid-month 2017 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day. So, Scorpio, I don't know, I'm just going to go straight out because this is what I'm seeing. And before I lose it, I'm going to say it. Now, some of you are trying to save your marriage, trying to save your relationships, especially if you're dealing with a Libra. Now, it's crazy because yeah, well, I did see some stuff like that going on with Libra, but it was feeling for me more of like a pest, like somebody that is trying to come back. It didn't seem like a significant relationship, but it could have been the case as well. I do see that there could be a breakup or a divorce on the table for some of you guys, and you guys are doing the best that you can to try to save this relationship. Straight out, you guys are doing your best to try to save a relationship. I could just hear it in my head. Some of you are like, no, I'm not getting a divorce. I refuse to be single. I'm not going to get a divorce. We're going to work this out. Now, this could be happening to you too. Doesn't mean that you guys are the only people that's trying to kind of come back, but somebody's trying to come back to you, or you're trying to go back to somebody. Somebody's trying to make things right where you feel like something was wrong. I feel like some of you think that something was wrong. Like life was pretty good, or there was a coming together. And this is screaming relationship, guys. We'll get into business and money and stuff if it comes to me as I go on. But I do see that there was some of you could have recently got married. Some of you could have recently moved in together with a particular person. Now, it's very good. You and the person was on the same page. You moved in together. Things was moving right. I feel like there is I'm almost feeling like there's some instability now going on with you and a particular person. Someone may be trying to prove to you their intentions, like, hey, we can work this out, whatever the discord is. Because I do see that, it looks to me like there is discord, but it doesn't seem like anything that you can't work out if both of you want to. Only if both of you want to. Okay. So someone here is feeling wrong. Someone feel like something was wrong. Something is not right. Something is not fair. Or they feel like they want things to get right and get fair. And I feel like the other person is either promising that, like, yeah, I'm going to get right, I'm going to get fair, or there is a trying to make amends, because I'm saying almost like you have one more time, and that's it. Now, I do see that there is someone maybe trying to leave, like someone tried to leave and you either ran after them and got them back, or some of you want to get away. Like you had a marriage or you had a relationship that was very significant, and now you're saying to yourself, you know what? Some of you are feeling like, I can't trust this person. I can't trust this person. I don't know what this person is up to. This person is telling me one thing, but something is telling me that something's not right. And I feel like you really feel that you just kind of want to get in a calmer way. You just want to get to a place where you're happy again, where you're feeling content. And it's almost as if it's you trying to convince this person to stay, you're going to do it at all costs. Or if this person has wronged you and you're at the brink of filing divorce or leaving, they're going to try their best to communicate to you at all costs that whatever you're thinking it is, that's not what it is. They want you, they want to move into a better place with you. And you emotionally are at a point where you're tired of it. You may find, some of you may decide to leave and end it all once we go through the next eclipse, or it may have transpired at the end of February when we just went through that eclipse in Pisces, where there was this out of the blue move. Like you just decided to up and move, and it really just came off for the hills of like almost out of the blue. Even though I don't see out of the blue cards, but I'm feeling it was almost out of the blue. And because you've moved, now I know I'm already morphing into a whole nother thing. Just follow along as you can, because again, that's how I read at times and that's how it feels. So some of you could have just up and moved, and it could be about a relationship, but it could be anything. Like I know I've been saying to you guys for the longest, you want to move, you want to move, you want to move. Now it looks like you guys moved. A lot of you have moved, and for some of you, if you had to leave somebody behind, they feel like there's been some injustice. And it almost seems like it doesn't matter what all you've done to try to make amends with them. Um, they're still going to feel like they got the raw end of the stick is what I'm kind of getting. So it could be you if somebody up and decided to leave and you're like, wait a minute. I just keep getting this where things were happy at one point and you felt like everything, or someone felt like everything was stable or steady, almost like something changed. And there was some type of travel move, somebody did something, and there was a person feeling like this is not right. And the other person that made the move or made the change, they've been trying to make amends with the person that feels like it's not right. But it's almost like it's gonna take some time before the person can get over it. And I feel like it's almost like you did the best. If it was you, then you did the best thing that you could do for yourself because you knew you had to leave, whatever that was. Or the person did it because they needed to do that. Okay. If it's another person that's done it to you, I would say be careful because this person may be making plans that you know nothing about. This person could be telling you a lot, but then at the same time, they're planning things that you know nothing about. So I would be careful. And I'm always telling you guys to be careful. If it's another person that you're fighting or you're trying to make them understand that you didn't mean anything by it, or it was nothing malice done, even though they've taken offense of your actions, the way you did something, I feel like there may be an element of like, this is going to be held over your head for quite some time. Don't allow someone to manipulate you. Don't allow someone to, have power over a decision that you felt you really needed to make for yourself. Because if you left, it did put you in a calmer state. It did, even though I feel like you won't get calm until June. So even if you just moved, there still may be some stress and strain over your move, but it'll get better by the time you get to June. Okay, things will get a lot better, or within the next 6 months, things will get better for you. This move that some of you have made may offset another move. Like some of you may move on from that move. Because I do see that there can be a situation where some of you will, there's going to be some changes, and there's going to be some transformations going on as a result of this move. Okay. I keep seeing someone trying to make amends, another person being very difficult. No matter what you say to them, they're going to argue back, or they're going to make things difficult. They're not going to believe you, or vice versa. You're not going to believe the person. Doesn't matter what they say. You're not going to be very open to it. Doesn't matter what they say, what they do. You're not really going to believe it. Okay, guys, I had to put you on hold because I wanted to clarify a card here, which is your ending card going out, which is just too major for me to just leave it at that. I want to get some clarification. So as you get closer on to April, this is a very major story that I'm telling here, so it may relate to a lot of you guys. But if you're the person that's trying to make amends to someone, they may hold that over your head for quite some time. If it's someone trying to make amends to you, you may have been holding it over their head for quite some time. Eventually, if it's you when doing that, like you're unable to forgive and move on, the person, I feel, is going to accept it for what it is, and they're not going to stress themselves out about the situation. They're going to let it be whatever it is, and the situation may come to an end. If it's you that someone is just not letting something go because of your actions, okay, I'm getting more actions, the way that you went about something. Eventually you're going to get to a point where you're just going to let it go. You're going to accept it for what it is. You're going to let the situation go, and you're not going to be stressing yourself about the situation. You're going to move forward, because if you decided to move knowing that, the way that you moved, for some of you, the way that you moved may have been problematic, right? And it may have left a bad taste in some people's mouth. And now you're trying to either communicate with them or trying to explain to them, I didn't mean it, that. And it doesn't have to be moving a physical move from one home to another. It could be from one job to another. It's just something about a decision that you made requiring a move and requiring an action that left a bad taste in someone's mouth, and you've been trying to either get them to understand, or someone's done this to you and they've been trying to get you to understand. I feel like the way that they did it has made you feel like you can't really trust the situation. And no matter how they communicate with you, there's still going to be that lingering feeling of like, this is really not necessarily making me feel good. Some of you may be, and if this is a relationship thing where this person just up and kind of like left for a minute, or whatever they did is something that put a bad taste in your mouth. This person may I feel whoever has been trying to make the other person understand they didn't mean it or whatever, they're gonna come to terms with it. If you're dealing with another person where they could not get over the situation, you may, for some of you, it's going to be you that make amends with it and say, hey, I'm not going to, try to, convince you anymore. I'm just going to, continue to live my life and reach my goals and do what I need to do. Some of you, that person will get over it. It's going to take some time. It may not happen until June that this person kind of finally let things go. But I do see some walking away. I see some walking away. Some of you may be ending a relationship that you thought it had the promise for everything. So some of you may have had a past relationship that you felt, this is going to be everything. I'm going to marry this person and everything like that. And it was a promise of that. Or you may even moved in with this person. And now you're going through a divorce. And at the very heels of your separating from one relationship, there's another relationship that's coming about. And so some of you could be entertaining a new relationship, or not necessarily a relationship, but a new person. And I do see that there is a preparation to move, a preparation to change your situation and circumstance. You may be getting closer and closer away from the mental hang up. That's another thing. And I'm talking about a whole nother scenario right now. I'm talking about those of you who are going through a divorce or a separation of sorts. You're mentally getting to a place because your mind and your heart is literally connected, or has been. And I feel like that's created some problems for you, and put you in a place. I'm just getting anger. Although I don't see, I don't have anything here that would promote anger. I'm getting anger. I'm getting head and heart, the feelings about the situation because of these turn of events, things changing. It's like, I just get like something changed. When things was good, it just automatically something changed. And so from that, I get this disdain. And because of it, some of you have decided that, hey, I'm going to leave. I'm leaving. I'm not going to stay here. Or if I had a previous relationship that I thought was going someplace, and I've been holding on to this notion that this person is going to come back, or maybe things will work out, I'm coming to the realization that it's not. And I'm getting to a better place mentally and emotionally, because there's head and heart. I mean, literally working in tandem with you guys. And it may have been stressing you out. And you guys are getting to a place where you're going to get to a better place, where mentally you're going to be okay. And emotionally, you're going to decide to let that go, walk away. Mentally release it, and emotionally release it. And that's because you're going to be manifesting something new. Now, some of you are going to be manifesting something new with someone. I do feel like somebody is trying to manifest something with you. Okay. And others of you are going to just really embrace your life as a single person, and you're going to move forward, and you're not going to be stressed out anymore. Okay. And you're literally going to embrace this new part of your life. But I do feel like all of that is still coming off of the hills of some major move that's taking place. So, if it's this scenario, some of you have decided to say, hey, I'm moving, I'm leaving this house and I'm moving. You know, I'm moving state, I'm moving location, I'm moving. But through that move is going to, whatever this move was, whatever this action is, it literally is putting you on a course of stabilizing your life and putting you in a better trajectory. You know, you may have had some hangups with a particular person. Some of you are going to be able to get over a problem in your relationship. Others of you, you're not. It's going to be a breakup. It's not going to happen in the month of March. Some of you, it already is starting to transpire, so you know that. Others of you is going to come down the pike by June. There's going to be some significant changes happening, but it's still going to leave you in a place of feeling. You may go through, for some of you, you may go through a transitional phase where you're fine. You start going through this transition of having to move, having to change, and you may feel a sense of lack. You may feel a bit hopeless and helpless, but that is going to be very short-lived. It may happen for 5 days, for the most 5 weeks, and then you're going to go into this brand new life, this brand new life. Okay. And again, it's going to start a whole new cycle for a lot of you. So this huge move that some of you have already made or will be making, it literally is a new cycle for a lot of you. And it makes sense, right? Because Jupiter is about to enter your sign, which literally will be a new cycle for you. So that's kind of what I'm saying here. So let life unfold, let things do what it needs to do, because it has to. You have the death card here, so there's things that's going to end, some out of your control. It's going to have to end. But literally after that comes a lot of new things that's going to come out of it. And I don't feel like you guys are going to be in this holding pattern of devastation like you normally would see with your cards. So that's good to see. But allow things to unfold naturally. If you don't feel necessarily, if you feel like, it's not even a feeling. It's just these things, everything is just going to naturally progress. And I think a lot of you that's listening to this that can relate to it, you're like, yeah, you're right. I'm feeling it now. It's literally starting to naturally progress. I'm literally starting to just accept things for what they are and move forward in my life. So that's what I have for you guys for the remainder of the month. But I know I've given you guys far more than a mid-month. If you'd like to leave a comment below to share your thoughts, we would love to hear from you, so please do so. If you like a consult with me, I can be reached in the information at the beginning of this video as well as the end, and I believe in the description box below. Otherwise, I will speak with you guys very soon with another one. Take care, Scorpio.